rise for a moment of silence, followed by the salute flag. Salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. We have one item of business tonight for buildings and grounds, and that is to reject the bids for the Salem Cafeteria LGI project. Can we get a motion for that? John makes a motion.
Second.
Second.
Call a question. We reject all these bids, what's the next step for this gonna be?
I think what we need to do is, we already have, Brent, I don't want to put you on the spot, we have other people coming in and they're walking down the project, looking at the project more of on a smaller scale, like different painters, different people to do that. Brent, could you give me the name of the group that we have that's coming in? I know I got all my text.
Brennan Painting is coming.
Brennan's coming in, but the other one that was coming in to walk around and look at it.
The mechanical?
Yeah.
The mechanical part, you mean as far as all the rooms themselves, John? Or the project itself?
The building itself, so we can actually get a better look at it.
McClure was already here last week.
Okay. So what we want to do, Keith, is try to move forward on a smaller scale and try to look at somebody for the HVAC issues that we're having to move forward with that, put that money there.
Right, as long as we make sure we stay under the proper bid quote thresholds.
Absolutely.
Make sure we do that, because for the new members that it's publicized, I think it follows municipal code. The amounts change every year due to inflation, so it used to be 20,000 was, anything over that was required for bid. It's probably higher than that now, what it is. I think it's 25 right now. It's up to 25 now.
21.9.
As long as I know we stay under, if we're, we're approaching that, and I think it used to be 11 something for 3 phone calls or whatever. That's probably a higher number too. I just want to make sure that we follow the proper procurement procedures.
I don't feel this is right. I think we're going backwards. Decided that we were going to do everything in Salem, and we put in 70,000, and it seems like we're going backwards. That's my opinion.
The idea is to not stop.
Yeah, it's working.
That was right.
Okay. The idea is to not stop with the projects. It's just to allocate money in different areas where we feel it's more appropriate or more needed, like HVAC, heating, air conditioning, things of that nature, rather than the LGI room, which doesn't seem to be as big of a priority. So we do want to continue on with getting bids and doing renovations. What we really wanted was the bid to be split, the cafeteria, the LGI project, and we were told that we could not get that done because it was too far in the process. It's pretty much why we're at this stage of the game to reject it. Now, if we could have got those two split, and we were voting on that, it might be a different approach, but a lot of us had issue with that.
Any other discussion?
I think as long as we're still planning to move forward with renovations that are needed, say HVAC, paint, flooring, mechanicals, I think cafeteria does need to be addressed, but I would agree that the LGI room was probably not the best use of funds.
Cafeteria too, it's the scope versus the money didn't add up. I think we need to look what we actually need in the cafeteria better and do a little different plan and come up with a renovation for that.
Do you have a timeline for new quotes?
The timeline,
And what those
We don't have a set timeline at the moment as far as exactly when they're gonna come in. We're starting the process of people coming in to, give us opinions for the quotes. We have, like I said, the Brandon's paintings coming in this coming week. We are also under the assumption that even if we did 0 with the cafeteria project or the LGI, that we still could move forward if we chose to bring Escapec over. And that could still happen without either one of those projects. So, in my opinion, that's why you don't get people coming looking at it in smaller chunks, is what we really should do, and start tackling the HVAC issues and getting at it. So all that planning is in the works, but there's not a definitive timeline as to when the bids need to be done. This is something that I want to make sure that we're working on, and things are moving forward with the renovations, and just putting the funds where we need them, in my opinion, where they would do us better good.
That would be my biggest concern, is that we stop any progress on any of the stuff that is absolutely needed before the next school year.
Yeah, that's not the plan to put everything on hold. The plan is to continue forward with renovations and get the school where we need it to be as fast as we can, but yet we want to do that in a way where we're getting bids first, and then looking to see where those bids come in, and is that something that we want to vote on and allocate the funds for those bids, rather than say this is what our budget is and then ask for bids.
Any other discussion? All right, let's vote. All in favor of rejecting the current cafeteria and LGI project bid, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
One opposed. Ayes have it. We'll now move on to public comment. 3 minutes. Please state your name and address. All right. Motion to adjourn is all.
Let me just point out to everybody, you have your financial ethics forms to fill out. Renee, when did they do? Not for a while, but.
May
Rachel,
1st.
I'm sorry.
May 1st, I received that.
Good for you. Sooner you get it back, the better. It's like a lot of work, but it's not that bad.
And then don't